Here's a foolproof way to ice a 4-layer cake. Now you can build your cake on a cake board, which makes it easier to take it from one place to another, but I'm actually just going to build it right on this pedestal because we're not taking it anywhere. So I've already baked my cake layers, and I've cut them in half horizontally. And you can see I'm going to take one of the bottom layers that's nice and flat on the bottom and place that right in the center of the pedestal. So if you want another flavoring on the inside of your cake, not just icing, you can add a little bit of jam. I have raspberry jam. This is purely optional. And just spread that out. This is about 1/3 of a cup of jam over this 9-inch cake layer. And you don't have to go right to the edge, because the weight of the next layer will help push it out. Now we have a fresh cake layer here. I'm just going to top that with about 1/2 cup of icing. Again, you don't need to go right to the edge. So now that I've iced this, I'm just going to lift it up gently. And if it cracks, don't worry. And I'm going to invert it over top of this jam layer. If you get some icing on your fingers, no big deal. Now I'll just get another 1/3 of a cup of jam. And repeat the layers. Now let's do our last layer. That's our top layer. Now I'm going to do what's called a crumb coat, which is just a very thin layer of icing all over the cake. And the point of the crumb coat is, you guessed it, to seal in all the crumbs. So we'll just smear a little bit of the icing, a really thin layer, all over the outside of the cake. And this just fills in all those little gaps that there might be. So try to get right to the bottom. And if you get some on your pedestal, don't worry, you can just wipe it up with a damp cloth afterwards. So I've got my crumb coat done. I'm just going to put this in the fridge for 30 minutes. It's going to harden the icing on there and all the crumbs get locked into place, and then we can finish icing it up. It's going to look beautiful. Okay, now our crumb coat is nice and firm. It's been in the fridge for 1/2 hour, and we're just going to finish icing it really, really easy. Now don't load too much icing onto your spatula or it's going to be slopping all over the place. Just put a little bit on and then you can control it. I like to start with the edges. So I'm doing a relaxed, sort of a wavy pattern on the outside because I'm not too concerned with it being perfect. And I like this kind of natural look. So now I just fill in the top and we're done. I'm just cleaning up the very edge here, which can sometimes poke through. And there we have it, a beautifully iced 4-layer cake. For more inspiring ideas, go to CanadianLiving.com.